This year we did the Alpentraversale. That is a hike from Königssee in southern Germany to the three peaks in the Dolomites in northern Italy. All in all, we covered 127 miles and 41,000 feet of elevation in 11 days.
My name is Harold and I'm from Aurora, Ohio.
Oh, now? Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm from Cincinnati and I'm ready to go.
I'm Andrea. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. No, Aurora, Ohio.
I see you wearing a cool hat.
Yeah, it's not my first time.
What up? I'm Hugo.
Where are you from?
From Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, good.
University of Cincinnati.
I'm John from Delafield, Wisconsin. Kathy?
Are you ready?
Of course.
Of course.
Always ready.
Always ready.
We take the boat to our starting point, the beautiful chapel of St. Bartholomä. The first day is an easy one. We start in St. Bartholomä and then climb up through the many switchbacks of the Sauggasse to our destination of the day, the Kärlinger Haus.
All right, 125 miles to go. We're on our way.
The many switchbacks of the Sauggasse are a first test of our fitness.
Let me show you something. Come here. Come here. There it is.
Oh, that is so pretty.
Day 2. We leave the Kärlinger Haus in the rain. We walk through the Steinernes Meer, which means as much as rocky ocean and provides some very interesting formations. However, the weather was cold and rainy and we decided to break for lunch at the Riemann House. From there, we tackled the very steep descent down to Alm. Overall, we have covered a distance of 11 miles and we gained about 2,300 feet of elevation.
It is 9 o'clock. We waited it out, hoping that the rain would stop, but it didn't. Behind me, you see the Königssee, which is the coldest spot in Germany. And behind that, you don't see the mountains that we go over now. Right before us is the Steinernes Meer. It translates into rocky sea. Seems to supposed to be really nice and interesting formation, so we'll see how it is. very steep downhill. Look at Hugo down there. Can't see him, he's right there. Unbelievable. You wouldn't believe that we can go this.
On day 3, we started in Trauneralm and climbed to the Hundstein Peak. On the top, the weather wasn't that great, so we couldn't enjoy the views. Instead, we went into the hut and warmed up with a hot chocolate. The weather cleared up and we made our descent to Bruck. Overall, we covered 14 miles and gained about 4,200 feet of elevation today.
Hugo,
Yes.
you're feeling ready.
Oh, I feel ready. It's a beautiful morning.
Rest of the group, how do you feel?
Yeah.
How did
Yeah. Praying to the sun gods.
John! Oh, how are you?
Oh, I'm feeling powerful, Harold.
Oh God, who let you in?
Day 4 is an easier day. We start at our hotel in Bruck and walk up the valley. We break for lunch at the townhouse and then walk up to the Trauneralm, which is the nicest hut of the entire hike. All in all, we cover 14 miles and climb about 3,400 feet of elevation.
The group is in good spirits.
Sunshine.
We got a late start here in Bruck, but we have an easy day ahead of us. What is it? 14 miles, I believe, and only slightly up. So, let's go.
We have our first real obstacle right now. To be fair, this trail said it was closed down. So, lots of fire ants, bug bites. Currently attempting to find another way.
preview on our hike for tomorrow. This is where it goes over. It's called the Fundelscharte. It is right here. Reaching our destination for today.
The Trauneralm is the best hut of the entire hike. The fifth day is by far our hardest. We start before 7 o'clock in the morning to climb up to the Fundelscharte. From there, it goes down to the Glockner Haus where we break for lunch. The afternoon is longer than we expected, and we reach the Glorer Hütte at around 6 p.m. Overall, the distance was only 11.5 miles, but we climbed about 6,400 feet of elevation.
What a morning. I think this is going to be the biggest stage of the hike, biggest day of the hike, with over 2,000 meters of elevation gain. So we got an early start. Started actually before 7 o'clock, and we hope to make that first climb in 3-4 hours. We'll see. I'll let you know. Panorama looks wonderful.
The way to the Fundelscharte was somewhat tricky, as it was very steep and led through a snowfield. It was important to use our poles and watch our steps. Once we reached the top, it was extremely windy, so we only stayed for a few photos before we started our descent to the Glockner Haus.
All right, we're ready to ski down, huh? Oh, we forgot our skis. Dang. Gotta walk. Behind me is the Glorer Hütte. I really hoped it was closer. Oh god. It is 6 o'clock in the evening. We've been on our legs till from 7 in the morning, so about 11 hours.
Day 6. We all are looking forward to our rest day. We start early and leave the Glorer Hütte and make our descent to the little town of Karls. Here we cross the river and climb up on the other side to the Karls Matrei Turl. Here we stop for lunch before we tackle the descent down to the town of Matrei, where we check into a hotel with spa and everything. Rest day, here we come. All in all, we have covered 14 miles today and gained about 3,000 feet of elevation.
Hey Hugo, good morning.
Morning.
How do you feel?
Excited to head to day 0.
What is day 0?
Day 0 is rest day.
Talking about the 0 day.
we headed? Day 0, baby.
Yeah, the 0 day is really tempting right now.
We spent our rest day at the Hotel Goldried in Matrei. We enjoyed the spa, the good food, and a few drinks. It was truly amazing. Day 8. We are all very well rested. From Matrei, we follow the Isel River until we get to the Mulnitzbach. Here we make a left turn and follow the creek up the valley to our destination for today, the Lasörlinghütte. All in all, we covered 12.5 miles and gained about 5,050 feet of elevation.
Morgen. Good morning.
Tell me, how you feel?
Great.
You're looking forward, second half?
Oh, absolutely.
Second half of the hike?
Let's go.
Yes.
Second half, best half.
Yes.
Good.
Only gets better.
Kathy,
We're ready. It's up from here.
that's not even true. All right, we're ready. 8 o'clock. Weather is beautiful, and we're gonna start here with a little downhill. We'll go down through town here in Matrei, and then up that valley that you see in the background there. A very nice hike here along the river.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Day 9 is an easy one. We only cover a distance of 8 miles and gain 1,350 feet of elevation. We start at the hut and climb up to the Würgenturl. From there, it's a very long descent into the Defereggental with beautiful views. We arrive around lunchtime, and after our lunch break, it's only a short walk to our bed and breakfast.
All right, I think behind me you see the start of our hike. We gotta go over there, and then it's an easy downhill to St. Jakob im Defereggental. Climbing up to the Würgenturl up there, and turning around. This is where we came from. There's the hut.
trail runs high above the Defereggental, and the views are truly amazing. This is a very relaxed trail above the Defereggental. It offers panoramic views and plenty of wildflowers. Day is another very hot day. We leave early and climb up to the Stollerfall. After a few photos, the climb continues. Took us a long time till we find a place for lunch. We stopped, and after that the day was longer and longer. It dragged on. There was a bunch of fall summits where you think you've reached the top, only to see, well, there's another couple hundred feet to climb. Finally, we reached the Hütte. After 11 hours on our feet, we were happy to have a cold drink.
All right, Andrea, this is the real summit, not another false one.
We're not faking you out here. This is it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, can you see the Dolomites from here?
That's pretty cool, actually.
Woo! Hey.
We were starving when we arrived at the car zone. The lunch was fantastic.
That's the hut. That's the freaking hut.
Not here.
Look how pretty.
In the distance is our goal for the tour, the 3 peaks. We're going to be there the day after tomorrow. But for today, we go down there to the Hütte. Hopefully it's not too far. Destination for today, Hütte. It was a long day. 6 o'clock. We started at 7:15, so by the time I'm down there, it's going to be an 11-hour day.
Day 11 was the day of fantastic views on the Dolomites. We started at the Hütte and walked down to the town of Innichen where we had lunch. Then we started the more demanding part of the trail, the climb up to the Dreischusterhütte. It was so hot and humid that the sweat dripped off the brim of my hat. Unbelievable. All in all, we covered 13.6 miles and about 2,500 feet of elevation gain.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning, Harold.
John, how are you?
Oh, doing great. The Dolomites are unbelievable.
What?
Give the camera a little flip.
Yeah,
Give the camera a little flip.
give the camera a flip. There it is.
Oh, look at that scenery. And going a beautiful trail here. And over there we will soon see the 3 peaks. Let me zoom in a little bit. There they are. That's our goal.
Feels as if we were walking through a mountain wonderland. The views are just breathtaking.
Sweat is dripping from the brim of my head. It is so humid.
I have to admit that I underestimated our 12th and final day of the hike. The ascent from the Dreischusterhütte to the Drei Zinnen Hütte was a lot more exhausting than I had expected.
All right, we're ready for our last day. Starting here at the Dreischusterhütte, and we'll go up to the 3 peaks and down to Refugio Hütte. And yeah, that'll be it. Everybody's in good spirit. Weather is against the forecast. Looks really good. Feel
One last time.
Ready to finish on a high note.
We're gonna finish on a high note.
Yeah, I'm just glad we had Hugo manage the weather this trip and not Andreas. I look at this beautiful blue sky.
Last hike, best hike.
He still got mental support from me.
Mental
though.
support.
I'm very happy that we got to this last day, and I'm excited.
It's a real butt kicker. Hey, we made it! What you don't see behind us, that's the destination of our journey. Those are the 3 peaks. Come here. I want you in the... Look at this accomplishment. Fortunately, the weather is not with us. These are the 3 peaks, Drei Zinnen, and we're almost at the end of our hike. Just right up there and a little down on the other side. We're gonna be there. I don't know if I'm get to shoot a lot of video from here on because thunderstorm is rolling in and I might have to put the phone away. But even in this weather, these things look gigantic. Let me zoom in a little. Hey, let me show you something. It's right there! Our train to Munich is delayed. Of course, it's a German train by over an hour, so we're making use of the time with a celebration dinner and drying our clothes. Let me show you the scenery here.
I love Italy. Open container laws.